What is up, guys? It's your boy Stevo again, and I'm back again for yet another video review and flight review of the TWIG. I'm not going to really talk about a whole lot about the specs I have on here because I already did a review. I did 2 reviews, actually, what you're going to get in the package, the parts that I pretty much use. And I did do another maiden on this as well, so I will put a link on both of those videos down below as well. But we're going to go ahead and weigh this guy right now so y'all can see the weight. So we're coming at 66 grams for a 3-inch that is running 1106 motor, so that is not bad. So that's pretty light. So this is a GMB 3S550, so all up weight is 120 grams. So we got that. The 3S300, we got 92 grams. Hold on. 91 grams. We got the 2S650, 97 grams. And the 2S300, and we got 87 grams. And the 2S300 Nanotech, which is going to be the lightest battery here, at 83 grams. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to be talking about the props that I use to test with this guy. I have been testing this guy for about 2 weeks now. So these are the 4 props that I like and that ran really well on this build. The prop that I liked the most was this Avon 3-inch, and this is a 2.4 pitch. So it worked perfectly because I'm using the 1106 63K motor. So on a higher KV, this motor is gonna perform a little bit better and be a little bit more efficient for you. Also, this was another efficient one, Gym Fan Wind Dancer, and this is a 3020, I believe, or 3028. I can't really remember. Yeah, this is a 3028 pitch. So yeah, this was also a good one that you can also use, and I liked a lot. I just felt like the Van gave me just a little bit more punch. This is another excellent one too. This is the HQ 3030. So yeah, this is a really robust prop. It's really stiff. It sounds very clean and silent in the air. I think they're a little bit more silent than the Gym Fans. But yeah, this prop is really nice as well. It just, for my motor, I've just found that it just kind of sucked a lot of amps up. As well with the Gym Fan, I found the same way. I found the same thing. This is a Gym Fan 3035 as well. So this is a little bit higher pitch than all the rest. So this prop is actually an excellent prop as well. But like, again, just on my setup, I found that it drew a little bit more amps than what I wanted. But these 2 props right here will probably run better on a lower KV. On a higher KV, these are the 2 that I would recommend. So yeah, this is the HQ 3030, and this is what comes in the package when you buy the frame. Another excellent prop, very smooth, very robust. But I did find to draw a little bit more amps than I wanted on my setup since I'm running the higher KV. This is a lower pitch Gym Fan 3025. So I found this one drew a little bit less amps on my build, and they're both excellent props. I really like both of these props, and these are my 2 favorites right here. But if you're worried about amp draw, you may go with this prop right here. It may work out for you, but both props will work out. But yeah, they're both excellent props. Just for my flying style and what I want to do, which is freestyle, I just like the 3-blade just better. It's just a preference. You may like the bi-blade, so I would just recommend you try both of these out. Also, I'm going to talk about the 5 batteries that I did use with this build. So first we have the 3S550. The 1106 was able to handle it with no problems, no issues. It just didn't feel as nimble in the air as I would like, but it still worked fine. I mean, this build has no problem pushing this 3S550. Also, the 3S 300 GMB. This is another one I tried out. You're not gonna get very much flight time with this, but it will feel really nice in the air. It will feel very fast with this, but your flight times are gonna be sacrificed. So just keep that in mind when you use this. So the best flight time that I was getting on this build was the 2S650 GMB. So I was getting upwards from 4.5 minutes. I can sometimes get 5 minutes. I think you can probably get 5 minutes or 5.5 minutes if we're just cruising on 2S. And this build right here on 2S is still a rocket. So it's still really fast just because I'm using a higher KV, a 63 kV AMAX 1103 motor on here. We got the 2S 300, and of course flight time is not going to be very long. I think I was getting maybe like 2 minutes or 2.5 or a minute and a half or so. Not very long, so, but it did feel very light in the air. And we got the Nanotech that I tried out. This is the Nanotech 300. This battery, I think it maybe lasted like a minute and a half or maybe even less than that. So I wouldn't even recommend using this battery. Of course, it's the motors are too powerful to be used on this, but it did feel very light. So it was a short joyride with this. But out of all of the 5 batteries that I did use, I like the 650 the best, just for the performance that I got and the flight times. And I did like this 3S550. Just to keep a note when you're using these 3S batteries, if we do decide to build one just like mine, I wouldn't fly it in like really hot temperatures. So if you're like in the 90 degrees on up or so, just take a look at your motors and make sure you feel them and make sure they're not too hot. But yeah, now we're going to talk about the flying characteristics of this guy. So this thing flies amazing. It flies nothing like a 65mm build. Of course, you know, with the 3-inch props, you're going to have a bigger advantage with bigger motors. It is lightweight and it is pretty fast. So I really like this build a lot, and I've been flying it so much. So it's really a joy to fly. And it's no comparison to a 65mm frame. So 65mm is a different story compared to this guy. It's not even in any comparison. When you throw 3-inch props on this guy, it just has way more control, way better stick control, and you just get more of a locked-in feeling when you fly this. It's really a joy to fly. If we do decide to go with these motors, these AMAX 1106 motors, they don't have plugs, so you're gonna have to direct solder, break off the plugs on the flight controller, and solder onto those guys. So that's one thing that you're gonna have to do, or you could put your own plugs on there, and if you want to just use the plugs, you can go that route as well. You can also use the 16x16 stack. If you already have motors that have plugs, then you probably have to use the standoffs that were included in the kit as well, so that you can get underneath and plug in those plugs. But yeah, I'll just probably be staying with the 1.8mm lens. So I thought I would get back with y'all guys on that, and because I was just testing the 2.1 just to see how I like it. Also, the frame, I think I forgot to mention, the chamfered edges are also very, very smooth. It's a very robust frame. And also, I did crash this thing and I did hit a pole, and I'll put that into the video. But that's all that pretty much happened, and it was a pretty big hit. You can tell like a little bit of the, it got a little bit delaminated right there, a little bit of a ding, but that is nothing compared to having a cracked frame. Or I thought this frame was done, and when I picked it up I was pretty surprised because it was a pretty hard hit. But that's all that happened right there. And this frame support right here in the front and back, I think has a lot to do with why this arm didn't snap on me. Yeah, but other than that, this is an awesome flyer. I really enjoy flying this guy. That's gonna do it for this video review. The flight of this guy will be up next. I hope y'all guys enjoy. I'm gonna leave pictures also at the end of the video showing the build and how I built it and all that good stuff from the inside, from the frame on up. So all that will be also at the end of the video as well, if you want to take a look at how I built this guy from ground up. If y'all have any questions about the build, if there's anything that I miss out on, please comment down below, hit me up, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. One thing I did forget to mention about this guy, there is a link down below, linked for Heli Nation, for you to purchase the TWIG. So yes, it is affiliate link. It doesn't hurt anyone at all. Just click on the link and it will lead you straight to this guy right here. It helps me out and it helps the channel out, because I do have to pay out of pocket for parts to build this, even though the frame is sent out to my channel for video review. So yes, it does help me. Every little bit helps, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna end it with FPV is life, and I'll see y'all guys on the next one. Out of here.
Call 911, I'm a killer. You know la la.